Hello, my sweet reader friends. Today's video is going to be a little cozy weekend reading vlog slash just cozy vlog in general because where I live, we have a winter storm warning. So there's that. It's going to be very snowy, very chilly, but it is the perfect time to kind of just cozy up, stay indoors, because you know that I'm not going to be driving in that. I have driving anxiety on a normal day, let alone when there's a winter storm warning. So yes, I'm going to go run some errands before it starts snowing really hard, and then we are going to come home, cozy up. I am really in the mood for a thriller, so I think I'm going to pick up a new release that came out this month. I'm hoping to read First Lie Wins. I don't know if I'm going to get completely through it this weekend, but I'm hoping that I do because I really don't have anything else to do. And like I said, I will not be driving anywhere, so I'm kind of stuck inside for the next 2 days. And I've been really looking forward to that book. And like I said, I've just been in a really big thriller mood because I feel like all I've been reading lately is fantasies and like romance. And as much as I love that, I'm definitely in the mood for something like more spooky and fast paced. I have a couple other ones though that are more like winter friendly, I guess. Ones that literally in the plot of the story, there's like a snowstorm where people are snowed in. I feel like I have so many books that kind of have that like premise. So it's between First Lie Wins and some of those more like wintry books. But either way, like I said, right now I'm gonna go run some errands before the storm hits because it's supposed to start snowing at like 4 and it's about 3 o'clock right now. I only needed to go to one store, and that is my local zero waste store. So I'm going to get some loose teas. I have to get a new tincture. And then I also have to fill up my maple syrup container. And then I'm just gonna kind of see what they have there at the moment. It got really dark, so I had to turn my light on really quick. But before we go and do all that, I really quick want to talk about the sponsor of today's video, which is Pair Eyewear. And Pair Eyewear is a high quality and affordable eyewear brand. But the really cool part about Pair is that they have magnetic frames. So you can literally just buy different top frames and then have like a new pair of glasses each time you switch the frames. It's so much fun. With reading on my Kindle and my phone sometimes, like in between appointments, I get really bad headaches with like blue light. So these blue light glasses have honestly saved my life. I love the quality. I love how easy the whole process is of ordering them. All you do is go online, pick your frames, type in your prescription, and then they get mailed to your door. They also introduced their Love Book collection, and that's some of the top frames that I have in my hand. This collection is inspired by literature such as like Jane Austen, Shakespeare, just very like romantic, whimsical, you know? Just to kind of show you guys like up close what these look like. This one's like a very pretty and simple olive green color with like some tortoise shell. It's just like a really pretty and subtle look. And then when I want something a little bit more whimsical and fantasy like, I put these bad boys on because they have adorable little like mushrooms, butterflies, stars. Like they're just very whimsical. And then these ones make me feel like I literally should be reading a 900-page book in a historical library or something. I don't know. They just feel very like Shakespearean and dark academia. I just think it's so much fun. Instead of having to buy like multiple pairs of glasses, you literally just have to buy different top frames, and it's super easy to change them out. And they had a lot of very cute frames to choose from. With the link in my bio, you guys can get 15% off your first Pair Eyewear order. Thank you again so much to Pair Eyewear for sponsoring today's video. And now let's go to my zero waste store and run some errands before this storm hits. Hello friends, I am back at my house. It's actually quite a bit later. It's like 10 p.m. now, but I made some dinner and then watched a movie with my fiance. And now I am about to just lay down and relax. I have a castor oil pack on my stomach right now because I've been having some like IBS cramps and just like some issues with that lately. So my naturopathic doctor recommended that I start doing castor oil packs to help with those like abdominal cramps and just like discomfort from my IBS and just other like gut issues. Castor oil packs are just very, very subtle ways of, like I said, relaxing muscles, and it's also said to help like draw out toxins from your liver. So it's got quite a bit of benefits. People use them sometimes for like menstrual cramps and stuff. This is my first time doing it, so I'm gonna see how it goes, but it's kind of weird. Like the one that I got, it comes in this little jar and with like a bottle of castor oil, and then there's a gray cloth that you soak in the oil, and then this green like flannel cloth that you like kind of tie around so that the castor oil doesn't go everywhere. Castor oil will stain the crap out of things. So I've got a towel on my bed and I'm gonna lay down with my heat pad and then watch Harry Potter 5. But yeah, I really wanted to start First Lie Wins tonight, but if I get pretty sleepy while I'm relaxing, I might just start it tomorrow. I did read the first page though, just to see like, I don't know, how it was written and if I liked it. And the first like page and a half was, I liked the writing already. So I don't know, I think I'm gonna enjoy it. It has really good ratings so far on Goodreads, so I'm very excited. But I'm going to continue watching Harry Potter and relaxing. And then I'll update you guys either later tonight or tomorrow. Hello friends. I didn't end up reading at all last night or today yet, but it's already like 3 p.m. It is Saturday. This morning, me and Danny, my fiance, we went to go paint our ceramics that we threw on the wheel a couple weeks ago for Danny's birthday. So that was really fun. And then after that, we decided to kind of just turn it into a date day. And then we went and got some lunch and went thrifting. The storm actually didn't hit that hard last night, and it didn't snow very hard this morning either. So the roads weren't like too bad. So we actually did get to go out, but it is kind of starting to pick up now. But I wanted to do a little like thrift haul because I got some really cute things, and then I am currently going through my closet and like getting rid of a lot, so I'm kind of just like swapping some things out for the new year and just really trying to find my style. I talked about this a little bit in my last video, but today I got a pair of like white denim jeans, and then I also got another pair of jeans, which is very uncommon for me to find 2 pairs of jeans, any pair of jeans that actually fit me pretty well, and these ones surprisingly fit me very well. And then I got this other pair of jeans that is like a tan kind of color. I don't know how well you can see that color and texture, but compared to the white, they're just like a little bit darker, I guess. I don't know, I just really like the style of them. I think they're from Urban Outfitters. And then I also got this cute little cardigan. I've been really into like cozy sweaters and stuff lately, and I don't really have a whole lot that fit me super well, so I got a few today. So that one, and then I got this just like plain brown sweater, but it's really soft, so I'm really excited to wear that. And then I really loved the look of this one, and that is this green guy. I really like sweaters that you can kind of wear buttoned up or unbuttoned, because like for this one I would wear maybe like a little turtleneck or some kind of like short sleeve underneath of it. I thought that'd be really cute. And then I also found a cute skirt for the spring, and that is this guy. I usually don't wear longer skirts because I'm a short person and I just feel like it looks really weird on me. I've been really liking the look of like a tied t-shirt or like a tighter t-shirt with a longer skirt, and it's just, they're so comfy. And I feel like in the spring and summer I don't like wearing pants. I like either wearing jumpsuits, dresses, or some skirts and stuff, so I thought that would be perfect. But anyway, that's kind of what we did this morning, and then now I'm going to just kind of hang out for the rest of the night and probably read my book. I'm gonna hope to get a decent chunk of the way in. I don't know if I'm gonna finish the book in this video, but I'm going to try. That was terrifying. Good morning, friends. Last night I got to page 53 in First Lie Wins. First Lie Wins. So far it's very like interesting and it's very fast paced. I feel like they kind of just like jump right into like stuff happening, so that's really fun. But something that I'm kind of not liking as much is that they're kind of telling the story backwards. Like we're kind of thrown in like right at this moment, like present day, and then so we don't know like what she does, like why she's there. We pretty much don't know anything about like what's actually happening, so it's a little bit confusing, and I don't love like going into something and not understanding like what's going on. But with the way it's written, it's like making me very curious to find out. So it's like a pro and a con, because it's a pro because like I said, am very intrigued and I like want to keep reading and want to binge it to like figure out like what's going on. But again, it's also a con because I'm very confused and I just don't really understand like what's going on. So far, I like our main character, I think. I like how it is going from present day, and it kind of shows like her point of view from different times in her life. So I think as the story progresses, we're just going to learn more and more about what's going on, why she is who she is, and why she does what she does. I didn't get as much reading done as I would have hoped last night, so I'm hoping to get a big chunk of it read today. It did snow like 7 inches, I think, yesterday, probably more, so that was a little bit crazy. But the fire was so cozy, and I made like homemade hot chocolate, and it was just a very cozy night. I've been reading on my Kindle a lot, so I think just going from Kindle to like a bigger hardback book, like the words on the pages were just not working with my eyeballs, and I just like things just kept like, I don't know, it was looking very weird and it was like hard to read. I don't know if anybody understands what I'm talking about, but I feel like when you go from reading on a Kindle where you can like change the font size and it's kind of like how you like it, and then going from that to like a physical book, especially an adult hardcover, because there's so many words on the page and they're a lot smaller, it's just a lot harder for your brain to kind of like adjust and adapt. I just ate breakfast and I made some tea, so I'm gonna sit here and keep reading, and I'll let you know how I like it later on. So I'm about 116 pages in First Lie Wins now. I don't like, okay, here's the thing. I'm liking this book, and I feel like from the beginning you were very pulled in and you were very curious as to like what was going on, who she was, and all that. But at the point where I'm at now, we kind of know why she's there. We kind of know some of her past, and so everything's already kind of being told to us. But I guess at this point, I just don't really understand where this story is going. Like, there is some things that we are still trying to figure out with the Mark, who is Ryan. But I don't know, I just feel like I'm kind of slowly starting to lose interest a little bit. It definitely doesn't read like a thriller. It's not very like thrilling. I'm curious for sure still, and I am like intrigued still, but I kind of more just want to keep reading to see if it like gets better at this point. But I'm still like, I'm liking it. I'm just not loving it. But with being about 100 pages in now, I feel like usually this is around the time where things do start to get a lot more interesting. So I think I just need to continue reading for a little bit and see where it goes. I'm really hoping that it picks up on the like thrilling aspect a little bit more, because right now, in my opinion, it reads a little bit more like a fiction story with a little bit of like mystery and thriller like elements, I guess. I don't know, like what I was in the mood for was more of like a fast-paced, like heart-pounding thriller, and that's just not what this book is giving. Although that doesn't mean that it's a bad read, you know? It's just not necessarily what I was looking for at the moment. But again, like I said, I just need to continue reading and kind of see where the story goes. So I'm gonna do that and then update you guys when I read a little bit more. Hello, friends. I'm now on page 227 of First Lie Wins. Literally right after I updated you guys last, in that chapter, it got interesting. So I think the last time I talked, I said that it was kind of hitting this like weird spot where I just like wasn't really, I don't know, like as intrigued, and there wasn't really like a whole lot of like mystery going on. But then something happened and it kind of just like set off an interesting scene of events. I still though agree with my previous statement of I don't feel like it's reading as much like a thriller, and I feel like the only mystery that we're really trying to figure out is like who her boss is, and we already knew that from the beginning, like that we didn't know who he was and that he was very like mysterious and like this whole thing was weird. So I feel like that's like the only mystery that we're trying to figure out, and then everything else we kind of like already know what's going on. So like in normal thrillers, I feel like it follows this plot line, I guess I would say, of like you have your characters and something kind of like sketchy's going on, something's weird, and then like weird stuff is happening, and then there's like a big plot twist and like reveals and all that stuff. And not that I don't feel like there could be reveals in this book, because I definitely feel like there could be, but just the way that it's reading thus far, it just isn't exactly how I thought that it was going to be. But I am still enjoying it, and I am really interested to see where it goes from here and like what the last 100 pages hold. I don't feel like I can really say anything else about it, or else it would kind of be giving away spoilers. But to sum it up, yeah, so far like I'm liking it. It's just not what I thought it was going to be. I'm going to spend the next hour or two and bust out the rest of this, and then I will give you guys my ending thoughts. I finished First Lie Wins, and I have so many thoughts and so many feelings, and just so many conflicting feelings about this book. First of all, I did really enjoy this book. I thought it was very fun. The characters were pretty likable, but like nothing that, so I guess the thing with this book is like I liked it, but I felt very disconnected from it. Like I never felt like I was super invested, and I didn't feel like I really loved the characters that much. And I don't know, I feel like a lot of the past tense was a little bit irrelevant to the rest of the book. Like there was definitely some things that we got from those past jobs that she did that kind of played into the rest of the story, but I feel like that could have been summed up in like a page or two instead of having like whole chapters dedicated to each job. Now that I'm finished with it, I still don't feel like this was a thriller at all. I feel like it was definitely more of a fiction. Like on the scale of thrillers and like classifying it as thrillers, like say there's a scale from like 1 to 100. I would say this is like maybe less than a 10 on the scale of like being a thriller, if that makes sense. The reveal wasn't anything that really like wowed me. I mean, everything that was revealed, I feel like you could have been like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Like that's not really anything that's like super shocking. I did really like the ending. I felt like the ending was very well done, and I liked the finality of everything and how everything just felt good at the end of it. Overall, I think I would give this like a 3.5 because I was still pretty interested in the story like throughout the whole thing, but there was just areas that I was kind of skipping over, and some areas that I felt like just didn't really add anything to the story, and then the pacing, it got a little slow at one point. It just wasn't like throughout this whole book, it was intriguing, but it didn't like wow me in any way. So yeah, I think a 3.5 is like a good settling point. It's a book that I enjoyed while I was in it, but it's one that I don't think I will think about like after I'm done and like put it away. But now that that is done, that is the end of this vlog. Remember to use the link in my description to get 15% off your pair eyewear order. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. I love you so much. And I hope this crazy weather is not hitting everyone else too hard. But if it is, enjoy the cozy time indoors, reading your books and drinking your hot drinks. And I will see you guys in my next video.